Hi, everybody. This is Mike Balzano, group publisher with BNP Media, R&R, and The Experience. And this is episode 4 of Trade Talks, Unlocking the Experience. So excited about my guest today. This is our New Year's episode too. We'll get to that in a little bit. But our guest today is an event manager. She was an event planner, a wife, a mother, a really good cook, a lover of Ted Lasso, a lover of firemen or fireman. We'll get to that too later. Bon Jovi fanatic. She's a New Englander and a Texan. We'll explain. And just a really good friend of mine and the event manager of our shows, The Experience Events. Please welcome Mrs. Andrea Hanson. Yay!
Hey.
How you doing today, kid?
I'm doing great, especially when you call me kid.
That's right. That's right. We want, this is our New Year's episode, and we just want to talk a little about, you and I were in the same boat a year ago. We both have been in media, either in sales or event planning and stuff like that. And neither one of us raised our hand and said, boy, I hope BNP someday buys The Experience Events. We didn't know what they were at the time. And we were kind of both thrown in the deep end. And now here we are a year later and kind of making our way. And just want to talk to you about the event and your background. And how long have you been an event manager or planner?
I have been in events, specifically trade shows and conferences, almost 30 years.
30 years. Do you have any idea? I'm asking you a lot of closed-ended questions. I think most interviews want to have open, so you talk. So I'm throwing myself off the cliff here, but any idea how many events you possibly could have been a part of at this point?
That's hard for me to quantify because I've done events in so many different roles throughout the years, whether I was a floor manager or support staff. I did registration for a while, speaker management, or all around like, hey, can you come on site and help us? Or, hey, can you do this pre-show project for us? So that's kind of hard, but if you kind of put in there maybe 3 to 5 events a year, I'll let y'all do the math. I'm not that quick at that, but we
Quite a bit.
That.
Quite a bit. Thank you for making an open-ended answer. I needed that. What brought you now? You grew up in the New England states, right?
I did.
And how long have you been? And you moved to the capital of Texas, Austin, Texas. How long was that? Have you been there?
It was October of 2013, so just over 10 years.
Now we're off camera. We're just saying you were saying it was in the 20s and 30s. And I'm down here in South Florida. It's in the 60s, and we're both saying it's really cold. So I don't know. We're taking away from our New England or Midwest upbringing where we're at now. But we are headed to an event coming up in April in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And what do you think? What's the main thing you think people should look for when we're going to the experience?
There's so many great facets to this show. I'm probably going to talk about things that you want to bring up later, but there's some great facets to this show. I think the community that has been built around the show over all these years is something I look forward to, and something I look forward to getting more involved in and meeting more of the people and keeping that community tradition alive as we go forward. So I'm looking forward to that. That's what I'm looking forward to.
No, that's good. No, that's exactly right. I had so far we've had Barry Costa on, the Coys, and Chuck Violand, and I asked all of them about the industry in general, and they kind of answered similarly to what you said. It's just this industry is I'm talking the art, the restoration and cleaning, and they exist to help people, and they've formed their own community. And to your point, I mean, this event is. Most events have an essence of community about them, but this one is much more so that way. We found that out. I mean, again, to tie back to what we did, we found out, look, we had the experience has been going on for 20 years, and we got to make sure we do what was done to keep people happy. And that's fine. We also are looking to possibly make some improvements where we can, some new wrinkles and fun things. I think that I'm very excited as we're heading along. We're working on the agenda, which should be out, which should be out by the time this is released. Actually, I would imagine, which is a couple days before New Year's. There's some great people that people remember from the old days. They're legends in our industry. I mean, names like Lisa Wagner and Les Cunningham and Michael Pinto and Ruth Travis, et cetera. But there's some new faces coming to speak. We got Eric Sprague and Katie Harris from SuperTech University and Spot On and people like that. And it's just, you feel that the people are looking to embrace us and have a good time. That was long-winded. I know that. But as some questions we're looking at with you is basically what with BNP Media, what else are you managing these days besides the experience?
We've both experienced this, so the spring one and the fall. I have another event soon thereafter the experience in April called the New Products Conference, and that's in the food and beverage industry, and it's about research and development of new food trends. So that's kind of exciting, very different,
Yeah.
but very exciting. It's a much smaller event by design. So that one is fun, and that will be in the Denver Boulder area of Colorado. And I also have with you, Mike, the RemTech and Emerging Contaminants Summit, which takes place in the fall, and is also back in the Denver Boulder area, which we've been doing that show together. I think my first year was 2016,
Yeah.
2016.
I remember the first time, yeah, I remember the first time I saw you and we started working together. We talk about this all the time. Back then, you were underneath our friend Dana, and I was working with Sarah. And now suddenly somebody snapped their fingers and we're running a bunch of stuff. I'm like, there's a lot of, I really enjoy just having a couple of beers with you and relaxing while everybody else is working, but it's not that easy anymore. That's okay though. No, we have we've been, and that's why I'm glad they put you on these events too, because we've been working together for a long time. And I think the reason I wanted you to be on this show is I want people to get to know you, and I want people to get to hear me say, as I've been saying all along. I said to Larry Cooper last year and everybody, like, as long as I'm here, I'm sure you feel the same way. We're going to do the best we possibly can to uphold the great traditions that we inherited. And it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. And we've got a good team built around us right now. I had a long conversation today with the rug chick herself, Lisa Wagner, who's going to be helping us out uh, on the cleaning end, as will Sean Bission will be back. He'll be on this show in a couple of weeks too, by the way.
Oh, good.
And for us, I mean, again, for the people who are listening, just think it's going to be some wild, crazy changes. It really isn't. It isn't. It's going to be the experience, hands-on training, all that fun stuff we did. All right, let's get back to speaking of fun stuff. We can talk about the experience all day, but I want to know why you became a fanatic of Bon Jovi right off the bat.
I don't know if fanatic is the right word, but I would say a big fan.
All right.
When I want to say it was middle school. At first, like you mentioned, I'm from Southern Connecticut, so I always differentiate right outside New York City. So Connecticut kind of gets divided in half, the like Massachusetts half and the Connecticut or the New York half. So I'm kind of from the New York half. So Bon Jovi was big. They were from Jersey.
Right.
And my cousins and I, who were very close still to this day, are we always listened to Bon Jovi growing up. That was just something we did. And my cousins and I still, send pictures of Bon Jovi back and forth when we see something on like Instagram or something. And our moms, my aunt and my mom took my sister and my three cousins to a Bon Jovi concert. And that was the first concert I ever went to. And I got to go with, all of my favorite people at the time. They're still my favorite people, I should say.
Right.
And so it's just a great memory. And it's just something my family's always bonded over. I can look back at, how many concerts I've gone to, and I've gone to them with my cousins.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, and I love their music.
It's
and
okay. It's
not that bad to look at.
Well, I mean, I'm a smidge older than you, and I always said to you, why don't you go for Springsteen? You said, oh, I do that too. So okay, that's fair enough. Now we're good. The Bon Jovi people are a handful of years younger than me, but that's okay. Just was curious. That's all.
Yep, I am a Bruce Springsteen fan. I always joke I like all the B's. I like Bruce, Billy as in Billy Joel, Bon Jovi, and of course the Beatles. So
perfect. That's a Mount Rushmore of bees. It sounds like the Bee Gees may have a something to say, but still.
Ooh,
Anyway.
I could throw some Bee Gees in there. Yes.
The experience spring event is going to be in Chattanooga, Tennessee, April 3rd through the 5th, and lovely at the Chattanooga Convention Center. Early bird registration rates are available now until January 31st. So please visit rnrmagonline.com and sign up. Because save a few bucks too and come and have fun with us. What are you looking forward to with this event, Andrea? That's a trick question, a loaded one. I'll give you a second. Is there anything you're saying, boy, I really can't wait to see this?
Well, I'm really excited to see last year was my first experiences.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited now that I know the show. I know some of the folks. I know what it's all about. I'm excited to see it with a keener eye, and I'm excited to experience all of the things that the show has to offer. They have some great programs. The industry party has always been a great time. I've been to 2 now. I'm when I first learned about the Diamond and Platinum attendee program, I just think that's such a great program, and that program to me is just brilliant, and I get very excited. So I'm excited to meet more and more of the Diamond and Platinum attendees that have made the show what it is. And for those of you that maybe don't know about the Diamond and Platinum, if after attending 5 experience events, you become a Diamond member. And then you get a t-shirt, and there is a lounge on site that you get to have access to during the show. And after 10 attending the experience 10 times, you become a platinum attendee member, all the same perks as the diamond. And then in the fall show, we have a special party for our platinum attendees. So I think it's a really great program. I think it's a great way to thank folks for staying with us and helping us grow, and just brilliant thing that the Coopers started. I'd love to try to do it at some of my other events.
Well, yeah. And I think I was going to say, I've never seen anything like it myself. And it does, again, build community and loyalty. And people are proud to have that title, and they earned it. They've been to so many events, they earned it, and they're proud to be a part of the club. I watched over the weekend, another member on Saturday Night Live got into the 5-timers club. And that's a joke. And this is not a joke, but you can tell there's that excitement about being in the club, and being so loyal to us. And we certainly are loyal to them. I know that. I think that I'm very excited that we just, our first guest on this episode is Chuck Violand, who is named as a keynote speaker for our event in Chattanooga. We also just announced that Jim Pemberton, a legend in the cleaning industry, has agreed to be our other keynote speaker. That's coming up. So we're very excited. Neither one of those gentlemen had been here for a little bit. So getting them back in I feel very happy that we could grow and get started. We have a lot of opportunities. We just started selling trade show booths a few weeks ago, I should say, but we're going well with that. Attendees can sign up whenever they feel like it. We're getting close. We're getting close to a good event. Any last words you want to tell to our friends about why they should come? Do it.
No, any last words? I was going to say, I can't wait to see you in Chattanooga. I think it'll be a really cool place. Something different. I know not somewhere we've been before, but I think it'll be fun to try a new place. I'm just looking forward to being there. Well, that was not a very succinct answer, but
no, that was a guy. I told you no gotcha questions. I kind of gave you one there out of nowhere. So thank you. Rolled with it. So I'm proud of you. I think, I think this is also the New Year's episode, and we all talked. Neither one of us are big fans of resolutions, but we want to talk about what we're going to do next year. And we already did in a way. I mean, we're working night and day to make sure this is the best event for the industry. And that's the quote unquote resolution we both have, and we're dedicated to it, and we're going to make it happen. So, Andrea, we've been friends for a long time. I'm happy you're on this project with me, and we're going to work together to make sure we make it good for you. I'm going to keep saying that until everybody believes me and comes aboard. Like Ted Lasso would, right? That's it.
I believe you. And right on the wall right next to me, I have my Ted Lasso believe sign. So hanging right up next to me.
Perfect. Andrea is an event manager at BNP Events, and also, of course, with our experience shows. And you could reach out. You could find her. We have her contact information all over our website. You could reach out. She'd love to hear from you. Please make plans to attend the experience April 3rd to the 5th in lovely Chattanooga, Tennessee. You can register through our website, rnrmagonline.com. Early bird registration rates are available through January 31st. You can find this and all other RNR videos and podcasts on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. Please follow us if you haven't already, and feel free to leave a quick review. We'd love to hear from you. Also, please follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and the former Twitter. As I say every week, I'm not calling it X. Very special to our guest, Mrs. Andrea Hanson. This is Trade Talks, Unlocking the Experience. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you next week, and Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.